This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Nick George.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of past life or current life regression? Well, one company might be closer than you think. I'm here and I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Yana Debsamis of One with Prana, Past and Current Life Regression Therapy. Yana, how's it going?
Thank you for having me on the show.
It's great to have you here. We're all excited to learn about your industry and what you do. Tell us all about your business or practice.
So it's alternative medicine, alternative way of healing, and it's using regression. Regression therapy is an amazing tool to mainly heal trauma, unresolved emotional pain, unresolved physical pain. It's also a really, really great way to help you find your purpose in life. It's just an amazing tool, a really strong therapeutic tool in order to release what's not belonging there anymore, physical or emotional, and help you also understand why you're here, why we came here, what's the purpose of life. And it all can be done through regression therapy.
That's awesome. You also are the co-owner of Seta Hair Couture, just to end any confusion about why that banner is under you right now. But this is a second business that you have that's based in Fort Collins. We've already done a podcast with your business partner on Seta Hair Couture, which is an awesome new company. But this is something even more profound that you do that really adds to the intrigue of both businesses. So I just wanted to clarify the confusion there about why Seta is right below you and how that happened. But tell us, Yana, how did you get into past life regression and hypnotherapy and things like that?
I was always curious about it. I mean, it was always curious about, what happens to the soul before and after we come here and what's our purpose in the world. It's something that always drove me. And one day, I think it happened when my friend's dad passed away, and I saw her pain, and it was just like insane. It was such a painful moment for me. And out of nowhere, like, how everything comes in synchronized, this book showed up about regression, about past life and current life. And I started reading it, and boom, it just clicked. It was obvious that not only I'm supposed to learn about it, I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to practice it. And so I started learning and more, and I thought like regression therapy is just going to be like one area of just like exploring past life, but it actually opened this whole amazing world of like healing and redirecting people and helping them to really find their soul purpose in life. So I'm very, very, very blessed.
What are some myths or misconceptions in your line of work, your practice?
That you can do regression only if you're a spiritual person or only if you believe in past life. That has nothing to do with that. Every person, no matter what they are, no matter what their belief system, can work with regression therapy. And it's also really great for people that don't want to sit there, with regular therapists, like day in, weeks at a time. It's really, really fast. It's really direct. And it's a really great way to heal by just finding like the source of your pain, removing it, and move on. So, sorry, I kind of took away from your question, moved in another direction, but yeah, basically.
No, but myths and misconceptions. You were answering that.
So yeah, something that therapy has to take a long time. It does not have to take a long time. That you have to be super spiritual. You do not have to be very spiritual. Like I said, it's for everybody, and it's really reviving the soul.
Who are your target clients and how do you attract them now? Most of the time, people in your industry are targeting people that don't even know that they would benefit from this instead of the people that just would walk through the door if you just set up shop and opened it. Who is that target market and how are you trying to reach them now?
My target market is every person that's carrying something that doesn't belong with them anymore. People that are tired of conventional medicine, people that are tired of listening, everything's okay with you, take some pills, right? people that are getting dismissed by doctors over and over again because something hurts and everybody's telling them around them it's okay. And people that just feel lost, especially in today's society, in the way we live, we're just doing things that we need to do because somebody else tells us. But if you really feel like you're just lost, you don't know your purpose, something is more out there, but you don't even know how to reach it, this is where I enter. And I create this beautiful way to help you, to guide you, to help you heal. Um, and that's basically my target. So I do work with a lot of different people. Every person that's open to something different, this is going to be perfect for you. How do I track them now? I have a really cool interactive website, one with Prana, and you can enter there. There's tons of free material that I create for people so they can kind of taste it and feel what it is to be like in regression therapy, what it looks like. I do a lot of work on Facebook as well, so you can find me there. We do lives and events, and I'm just about like, trying to educate people, give them as much as free resources I can so they can understand what it is.
Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast?
No, but I do now as we're doing this. I'm like, wow, this is good.
It sounds like, there's not many industries that have a lot to say that is a game changer for the listeners out there. But there are certain industries where if people just had a little bit of an education, it would make a big difference. Outside of work, what do you do for fun?
Lots of things. Hang out with my kids that are awesome and great. I travel a lot, so I'm really happy about that. I do a lot of like nature, holistic activities that are really fun. So a lot of really cool stuff. Again, very content, very blessed.
Let's switch gears. Can you describe a hardship or a life challenge that you overcame and how it made you stronger? What comes to mind?
Hardship I overcame. I mean, I didn't overcome it, but it's something that I'm working with all the time. Like, leaving everything behind, coming here, starting from scratch. My family is in Israel. Everybody that I love is there. So when I came to the United States and started this journey, I left everything I know and everything I left behind. And I really wanted to prove myself, like make sure those sacrifices are worth it. Come here and become something more than I could have done over there. And this is what I'm doing right now, following my heart, following my intuition, and trying to get to a place that I feel like I'm already kind of there, but like that I do what I'm supposed to do here, and I enjoy it, and I make money out of it, and everything around me just works in synchronicity. And one day, hopefully, I can bring the rest of my family here as well.
Yana, please tell our listeners one thing that they should absolutely remember about One with Prana, past and current life regression therapy.
That it is literally a life-changing experience. It really is. Once you start regression, and you can, whether you come from exploring, whether you come for healing, whether you come for release, anything, 1-2 sessions, and you become a different person. You leave a different person. You find out so much about yourself and about like ways for you to like release and connect to your power, more than 1,000 years of sitting in therapy. So again, if you're the type of person that wants results fast, you don't like to talk too much, you don't want this whole process of sharing, you want to like get in, fix whatever needs to be fixed and get out, this is the way to do it. Regression is fast, it's effective, and it's life-changing in any aspect.
How can our listeners learn more about your company, about One with Prana, past and current life regression online? What are all the ways that they can that connection can happen there?
I highly recommend to start with the website because there's tons of articles, resources, videos, like freebies that they can download and start like doing their own thing if they're not 100% sure where they are. So One with Prana is the number one to start. But again, you guys can find us on Facebook as well. And we have an email, we have a phone number. We're located here in Fort Collins, so you can find us on Google. That's it. I always offer a 30-minute intro for free. Like if you're not 100% sure, you don't have to book anything, you don't have to commit to anything. we can just schedule a phone call, and you can kind of figure out what's your direction and if this is something that's going to work for you.
Guys, I put at the top of this podcast, episode 82, one with Prana with one spelled out, 0 or O-N-E. That was my mistake. So it is the number 1 with Prana. The rest of it spelled out is the website, right?
One with Prana, 0 and not 0 and O-N-E.
Oh, it is spelled out O-N-E.
One with Prana.
Okay, I got it right then. So O-N-E with Prana.com. Awesome. Well, Yana, we really appreciate you being on the show, and we wish you and your practice the very best moving forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfortcollins.com. That's gnpfortcollins.com, or call 970-438-0825.